Hour 42 degrees, clear skies outside. It is time right now for another Community Spotlight. Today, this Community Spotlight powered by Farm Bureau. Farm Bureau located on Elbert Street. More than just insurance. Stop by and visit and find out more about Farm Bureau Bank. They can also loan you money on your next car, ATV, boat, or other item. Stop in and see Ben Hill and the great staff and ask about Farm Bureau Bank. They've got insurance, Farm Bureau Bank, and more, all on Elbert Street from Farm Bureau. And today, folks, we have a really cool special time here for a community spotlight as we introduce to you Miss Caroline Hall. And right now, Caroline comes to us, and she comes to us from Branch. And we're going to find out what Branch is right now. Good morning, Caroline.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me here, Stan. It's great to be here, and it's always awesome to be in Elberton. I'm Caroline Hall. I'm from the Youth Development Institute at the University of Georgia, Go Dogs, and we are starting up the Branch Study. And the Branch Study is taking a look at rural families and communities and how are they helping their kids to tackle everyday stress in healthy ways. So I'm going to talk a little bit about why we're doing this study in the first place, what's actually involved if you want to sign up, what the compensation for that looks like, the timeline, some of the resources that we have, and of course, how you sign up. And all of this information is also on our website at ydi@uga.com. That at is spelled out. But just to get a little bit into the background of why we're doing this study, we know that kids all react to stress in different ways. And part of that is personality, but a huge part of that is their environment. So their family, their community, their schools, their friends, all of that. We want to take a look at all of that because unfortunately we know that stress can really impact brain development in kids. And when stress impacts brain development, it can really hurt kids' ability to assess risk properly. So kids who have had their brain development impacted might as teenagers be more susceptible to making risky decisions, things like substance abuse. But we also know that really strong supportive families and communities can step in and really help give those kids resilience and good coping skills so that stress doesn't have those negative impacts. And that's what we're hoping to do with Branch. We're specifically looking at rural families and communities in Georgia because in the past, a lot of these studies have focused on urban stress, urban resilience, urban families. And that doesn't always translate to small towns and rural communities and the strengths and the resources that y'all have. So we're wanting to take a look at rural counties in Georgia and see what communities like Elberton are doing for y'all's kids. So with that, that's a little bit about why we're doing the Branch Study. We're specifically looking for families with kids between the ages of 6.5 and 8 years old. The study is in 3 parts. It pays up to $390. The kids will be participating as well as one of their parents or legal guardians. And a little bit about what am I going to be doing during this study? What is it? What do I have to do? So for that first part, we'll come visit you for an hour and a half. Your kid will get to play some games on our iPad. You'll do some problem-solving tasks together and take some surveys. We'll use things like heart rate monitors to attach that social to the biological, see how the stress is doing. And then for about a week or two, you'll help us track your sleep quality and your mood. And then you'll come visit us at UGA campus. We do offer transportation as needed. And when you come visit us at UGA, your child will receive a completely safe MRI brain scan. And what they'll be doing during that scan is they'll be doing some problem-solving tasks. They'll be watching some clips from kids' movies that you'll have a chance to look over and review and approve. And what's cool about that is we'll be able to see how is their brain actually lighting up while they're doing these tasks and watching these videos. And that way we can time that brain development piece to the social and the environmental piece too. We'll also be reaching out with parental permission to the child's teachers to get that aspect of, oh, how is the kid doing in school? How are they doing with their friends and peers? And get that full picture. Then 18 months after that, you'll come visit us again, and we'll do the same MRI scan. And then 18 months after that, we'll wrap everything up with just sending you an online survey that completes the study. So that first part is a little more intensive, and then it eases off.
So is it 3 total visits, or how many visits total?
Yeah,
That's
so
3.
yeah,
Yes.
so it's 3 total visits, 2 in part 1, 1 in part 2, and then just the survey at the end in part 3.
And this is a study for a branch and learning this information, and I didn't realize that there is compensation available to families that do that. And you said about 6 to 8 or 6.5 to 8 years old.
Yeah, so
Yes.
6.5 to 8 years old. We're trying to get right around 7 years old. A lot of studies have focused on kids who are older, and what we're starting to realize is that a lot of the ways that kids cope with stress starts early.
Right.
And so we're trying to catch that. But yeah, the compensation is up to $390 for
Okay.
participating, and that also
So
includes toys.
how
for
would a
kids.
family sign up, or how does a family get in touch if they have questions or want to talk to you or someone?
Yeah.
How do they do that?
Yeah, so there's a lot of different ways. They can shoot us a call or a text at 706-352-9076, or go to that website, ydi@uga.com. You can also email us at ydi@uga.edu. And if you're thinking, oh, that sounds really cool, but I don't have a kid that's within that age range, we do also offer a referral bonus. So if you have a friend that has a 7-year-old and you think they might be excited to sign up and you refer them, they sign up, you get $50 for every family that you refer.
And what was that phone number again to call or
Yeah.
text?
It's 706-352-9076.
9076. All right. And so this is a great opportunity. And so are there let me think.
Yeah.
So you do the first study, that is a home visit, and it's about a 2-hour study at the home. The second one, you mentioned UGA, but if they needed a ride or something, y'all will help work that out.
Yes, we can absolutely help work that out.
And that is actually, that visit is like a year and a half later. Is that right?
So the first time you come visit UGA, that's 1 to 2 weeks after the home
Oh,
visit.
okay. So it's
Yeah.
right then after. Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
But
Yes.
then the second time you come visit UGA, that's 18 months after.
That's the one. Okay. And then there's a follow-up after that. So.
Yes, 18 months after that is the surveys. And everything is compensated individually. So if for some reason you couldn't do, let's say, the second MRI, you'd still be compensated for everything else.
Okay.
Or if you only wanted to participate in the home visit and the survey, you could just do that too.
Awesome. And so, folks, if you would like to find out more about this and more about how you can be a part of this study, you can call Caroline or call in to find out more information at 706-352-9076. Mention the word branch, which means, and I hope I get this right, building resilience and nurturing children's health. And there's so many studies now that wasn't out before that I'm so glad to see, or maybe I'm just now seeing them to where it can help kids in the future. Because there's been so many things, and I even think 2020, which is a year I almost want to erase, but how tough was that to go through? And so what a neat study to do, and hopefully it'll help impact and benefit the kids in the future. So and help to develop and not have those struggles, that they have. So really, really cool. And so you work for the University of Georgia, is that correct?
Yes.
And how long have you been doing this job?
Actually, just a little over 6 months.
Okay,
So
all
we're
right.
still very new.
Yeah.
We have a really awesome team. I'm really excited to be a part of it.
That is great. So I have to ask this, and you said go Dogs, so you went to Georgia.
I did go.
So you graduated and got a job.
I did.
Yay!
Yeah, one of
Yes.
the lucky ones.
That's right. That is awesome.
Thank you.
Yes. Well, look, we hope that you will reach out to Caroline or reach out to Branch and find out how you can be a part of this if your family or if you know of a family with a youth between 6.5 and 8 years old to participate in this 3-part research study. Again, like Caroline said, there is compensation available up to $390 if you complete all stages. And you can go to wdi@uga.com. I'm going to try to do that right quick to see, to make sure I can log on. Let's see, WDI at UGA.
YD, YDA.
Oh, YDA. What?
YDI at
YDI.
UGA.com. Yes.
See, that's why I got B's in school. I had it right.
Um,
YDA. Okay.
and
At
we,
UGA.com. Okay.
and we have our eligibility survey right there on the front screen. So you'll be, if you're interested, you'll be able to take it, and we'll contact you for any more information. You're also welcome to ask us any questions. We have a ton of resources on the MRI point, especially. We know people have different experiences with that or none at all, and we really want to demystify it. We also have a really awesome child life specialist on our team, Lauren. She used to work in hospitals to help
Oh,
make
wow.
kids feel safe and comfortable, and now she does that
Yes.
for families in our study.
Oh, wow.
So we're happy to answer any questions you have.
Really, really cool. It's YDI, right?
Yes.
Okay. For some reason, it came out fcs.uga.edu/YDI. Is that the right page?
That's one of them, but we have our own. It's just the YDI at UGA.
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to try it again.
Yeah, the university has a page for us, and then we have our own one so that we can put more information on there about the studies. The UGA one's a little more generic.
Let's see. Hopefully, I can get this computer to work. It's on me, and it's not on.
No worries.
Okay. So you can go there. Yes, at UGA.com. All right, folks. Well, we hope you will sign up, or if you know of someone to recommend or refer them and be a part of this study. And I have to say that Caroline brought us some awesome coffee cups, and this is so cool right here. I mean, it's really, really nice.
Oh, thank you.
And they've warmed up quite a bit. So it's a lot warmer than it was when you came in. Those temperatures are cold outside.
They are.
So, yes.
Freezing.
Yes, and so we have that. Would you prefer people to call or email?
Either way is totally fine, whatever you're comfortable with.
Okay.
Or if you just take the eligibility survey, then we'll call or email you.
Okay.
We have brochures and flyers. Some are at Safe House Ministries in Elberton.
Yes.
And then other community bulletins around laundromats, things like that. And I think the Elberton Star is also publishing more information, so you can check there too.
Awesome. And we'll try to put this in our today's headlines, which is a morning email blast that we do. We do not charge for it, but it's just something we do each morning at 5 a.m. But you mentioned Safe House, and I want to mention this just because of our temperatures being cold and this weekend are cold. They have coats, blankets, and things like that they will be handing out. I think it is today at 10. I hope I have that right, but I do know today they will be doing that for a little while. So if you are in need of some coats and blankets, check by there. We've had several businesses this week that had offered to help. I know that Begley Mercantile, he's a store. He ended up giving away coats Wednesday. So want to make sure, folks, even with heat, some people are struggling because of insulation or different issues. So Safe House, thanks for that. And while you're there, ask about this study and how you could be a part if they've got information and could lead you in the right direction. So, well, Caroline, thank you so much for stopping by today. Before we wrap up, is there anything else that we need to touch on?
Let's see. I don't think so, but yeah, thank you so much, Stan. I really appreciate the invitation, and it's great talking with you.
Well, look, we will have this posted on our YouTube channel that you can come back and watch, and we will be working on a story for next week to have this in today's headlines, and we'll have that number. And again, that number is 706-352-9076 for more information about this study from Branch. And we thank you for coming in, and thank you for sharing with us today.
Yeah,
All right.
thank you so much.
That is Caroline Hall from the University of Georgia Branch Study right here. I hope I did that right. Yes. All right, folks, thanks for tuning in. Y'all stay tuned. We've got more of your country favorites on the way. Coming up, it is Dolly Parton, which is off the request line from earlier this morning, Gene Watson, and here is Craig Morgan on 105.3 WSGC.
son of a third-generation farmer. I've been married 10 years to the farmer's daughter. I'm a God-fearing, hard-working combine driver, hogging up the road on my plower, chugga-lugga-lugging 5 miles an hour on my international harvester. 3 miles of cars laying on their horns, falling on deaf ears of corn, lined up behind me like a big parade of late to work, road rage jerks, shouting obscene words, flipping me the bird. Well, you may be on the state paved road, but that blacktop runs through my payload. Excuse me for trying to do my job, but this year ain't been no bumper crop. If you don't like the way I'm driving, get back on the interstate. But otherwise, sit tight and be nice, and quit your honking and be that away. 'Cause I'm the son of a third-generation farmer. I've been married 10 years to the farmer's daughter. I got 2 boys in the county 4-H. I'm a lifetime sponsor of the FFA. Hey, that's what I make. I make a lot of hay for a little pay. But I'm proud to say I'm a God-fearing, hard-working combine driver, hogging up the road on my plower, chugga-lugga-lugging 5 miles an hour on my international harvester. Well, I know you got your own deadlines, but cussing at me won't save you no time, hoss. This big wheel wide load ain't going any faster, so just smile and wave and tip your hat to the man up on the tractor. 'Cause I'm the son of a third-generation farmer. I've been married 10 years to the farmer's daughter. I got 2 boys in the county 4-H. I'm a lifetime sponsor of the FFA. Hey, that's what I make. I make a lot of hay for a little pay. But I'm proud to say I'm a God-fearing, hard-working combine driver, hogging up the road on my plower, chugga-lugga-lugging 5 miles an hour on my international harvester. I'm a God-fearing, hard-working combine driver, hogging up the road on my flower, chugga-lugga-lugging 5 miles an hour on my international harvester.
Looking like that in your cowboy boots and your painted on jeans, all decked out like a cavalry queen. Why'd you come in here looking like that? Here comes my baby, dragging my heart behind his
proudly serving listeners in Fort Sonia and everyone else in Granite Country. 105.3 WSTC.
I bet you never heard old Marshall Dillon say, Miss Kitty, have you ever thought of running away? Settling down, would you marry me? If I ask you twice and beg you pretty please. She'd have said yes in a New York minute. They never tied a knot. His heart wasn't in it. He just stole a kiss as he rode away. He never hung his hat up at Kitty's place. I should have been a cowboy. I should have learned to rope and ride. Wearing my six shooter, riding my pony on a cat and drive. Stealing a young girl's heart, just like